Hi, it's Phoenix here, and on Monday, the 12th, I talked about your identification of your soul name, and I must admit, the journey that I've taken to try and make sense of the information that I was given was rather... it was difficult for my logical brain to comprehend, so to do it justice, I really had to sit on it for pretty much most of the week and was really not quite sure how everything was going to come together. Now, as I've probably told you multiple amounts of times, just allowing it to sink in and approach things with an open mind is the key to understanding a lot of things that you experience in life, especially those things that you can't really define or prove. So putting aside the ego mind, allowing the heart to come forward has allowed me today to finally get some information as to how your soul name is revealed in the things that we discussed last week. Now, what I'm going to eventually do is move into a meditation, and hopefully that will help bring everything in together. And it is going to discuss why the questions that were posed, the 10 questions that the 10 things that we asked you to experience on Monday is part of your soul name, and you'll realize just how eclectic and more than what we as humans understand what a name is. So we talked about, we asked you to identify your dominant color, and also whether you preferred autumn, summer, winter or spring, which is your dominant hand, whether you preferred fast or slow without any thinking, what musical preference you have, and you were asked to sing or hold a tune whether you could or not. And then remembering a word that means joy to you and how you felt. Then we asked you to go through the alphabet and focusing primarily on the consonants and write those down. And it was quite interesting because me and my partner did this, and we had I had 6 consonants and he had 5, and 3 of them were exactly the same, which is quite interesting because I do believe in life that your soul family get together as human beings to have an experience, and it's something that's sort of decided prior your incarnation, but I digress. I'm very good at that. So, and then the whole clapping 10 times, and I'm thinking, oh please, where's this going? So I can imagine some of the questions that you have with regard to the practical experience that I asked you to do on Monday, and really to sit on the information that you got over the last 5 days before it would be revealed today. So for now I'm asking you to have a good look at all the bits and pieces that you've brought forward for the 10 things, and consider them to be ingredients for your soul name. Now, one of the things that can be challenging in identifying and cherishing the aspect that is your soul name in human form, it can be very limited, and it's based because humans base a name on a sound primarily and words associated with it. But your soul name involves things, what you can see, the visual acuity, your hearing, and the range of it, because our range is very limited as a human being. And there is also a geometric tone that occurs within this aspect of your soul name identification. So we asked you to clap your hands and remember how it felt in your hands, the afterglow, the tingle that you got following that. That is part of your soul name. And you kind of think, oh, how? And this is one of the reasons why some of you don't actually like to clap very often, because it reveals a part of your soul. It sort of exposes who you really are, and we were asking you to remember that sensation and how long it remained, whether or not it remained at a certain intensity, but primarily trying to get you to remember the highest intensity of that aspect when you clapped your hands 10 times and how it felt, because this is part of your soul vibration, and it lays within source at very basic level. Okay, a lot of what we're trying to explain here is at a very basic level, because we are human beings, and it's not until we return back to source that we really truly 100% get it. The colours of the planet that we are on, the seasons of the year, and your favourite colour, they denote which colours you are drawn to in life, and they are usually the colours that will be part of your soul name. Yes, your soul name has colours as well as a sound. My favourite colour is red and green, and it's quite interesting that those two colours, depending on my mood, is very similar to the fact that I enjoy autumn, and the colours there primarily red, green, orange of course, but yeah, so that made sense for me. Whether or not that will fall into place for you is irrelevant, but the colours of the season, that colours that you denote as part of, autumn, spring, winter, summer, will be within your soul name, as well as your primary colour, that your favourite colour that you like. Now, the tune that you hum without a song, I know myself, singing without tune is a bit of a challenge, and it's because I've always got music around me, and depending on the type of music, it's always dependent on my mood. So when I was asked to do this, my head got in the way, and I had some challenge. But I found that when I'm trying to connect with nature, or when I'm listening to the types of music that I listen to, because I tend to be drawn to music that is cyclic and has a similar tone throughout. And then when I think about it, for me, and it may be very different for you, so never compare. It just is. So my particular sound is very cyclic, and it's along one tone, very similar to the that some people work with when they're connecting to the energies of Earth. So that I found very interesting, and your genre of music that you generally like, you will find is very similar to, or have this particular tone within it, even if it's only for a short space of that song. And whether or not you like fast or slow music, that's similar, because if you think about it, depending on how fast you like things or how slow you like things, it has a vibration, it has a motion, it moves in a certain way, it has a pitch and a frequency that works for you, and that is also part of your soul name. Even your favourite number, have a look at it. If it's odd or even, that has its own vibrational carrier wave, and once again it's put into the melting pot that is you at soul level, and it's in harmony with the tune. So we're asking you to remember how it feels. So to be honest, this has been a bit of a journey in the last 5 days personally, and trying to logically make sense of it. I can't. I don't think as a human being we can logically make sense of what a universal name is. Your soul name is, universal soul name, depending on whatever you call the universal consciousness, whether or not you call it heaven or what other associated names with that. This is you at soul level. So I'm going to stop this part of the discussion, and then the next link that you will get will be hopefully bringing Sharon in and some of the energies that you'll feel from them. And yeah, you can possibly put everything together, but work with it, go with it, and have a very open mind, which is what I had to do over the week, in amongst having a life experience. And I hope you enjoy it.